Alright, hello and welcome everybody. So I thought I'd make a commentary this time. So here I tried racing without traction control for the first time, and well, you'll just be able to see how that worked in the beginning. Okay guys, in addition I have to add that that evening I did the racing, I was out and having some drinks first, and then I had, I wanted to race a little and also improve and learn more in this game, because also I had heard that people say that you are faster without traction control if you can manage your car, if you can handle the car correctly. So that's another reason why I wanted to try this. And as you can see, I'm a little too cautious at the beginning. Well, at least from the perspective now, since I've already improved, which you will be able to see. But I guess in the beginning you have to be a little more careful to slowly adapt. But yeah, also another thing I wanted to add, of course, when you go into a real car, obviously you shouldn't drink. But this is different. This is just PlayStation, so nobody can get hurt, and yeah, me neither. And yeah, you don't have to worry that I'll show every race. I mean every lap of every race, because that would be a little too much. So in between I'll probably fast forward a little, or cut even some parts out of the video. Okay, so as you can see, I'm still a little hesitant here around the corners. Still trying to not overdrive the car, not giving too much speed. But yeah, you'll see the improvement. Yeah, that is what can happen then. First I was too cautious in the corner, and then I stepped on the gas, on the power too early or too heavily. Also, I have to apologize for the poor audio quality. That's only the microphone that you get when you buy a PlayStation, but I'll probably soon have a better mic, but also since this is the first time I'm ever doing a YouTube video with a commentary by myself, I hope you'll bear with me. There's still a lot of stuff I have to learn, like do I speak clearly enough, is what I say interesting. Yeah, and all these kinds of things. So let's try and see if we can speed this up a little more. So I'm not sure if you can hear the same what I'm hearing, but it kind of sounds really funny. But now, yeah, stop it. Let's stop it now. The fast forwarding, since I've now completed the so far fastest lap in this race. So at the moment I'm still trailing behind by a lot. Like there's 1 minute 16 seconds I'm behind the first one. But of course, yeah, as I told you, this is the first time without traction control, so some mistakes as you can see here. That's also why I speeded it up, because it's not so interesting. It's just learning how the car works without traction control and getting some practice, and the next races will be a lot more interesting. There will be more fights and more competitiveness. And here I've decided to slow it down again, since there's another weird mistake that happens when you try something new. And yeah, at this point I just thought, you know, let's just try and have a little fun, and that's why I changed the camera perspective into the cockpit view, and for the rest of the race. Yeah, I decided to make a cut here, and I don't know what I did here. I think that was on purpose, being frustrated. But yes, so this was the last lap, finally, for me. And I think that's just another mistake here. Overstepping the power, if you can say that. So now we finally made it. We don't have to continue in this race anymore. And yeah, just another cut, because that's not so interesting. We run one lap behind, finished 18th, which is not great. But yeah, it was a first race without traction control, and I'll move forward from then on. Just you know, giving my best and having a little more fun, even, because it becomes a little more realistic, I guess. But yeah, anyway, in the second race we had, this time with a Ford Mustang, because I had good experiences with that car before. Now we are actually even starting in 7th position. What I have not showed here is the qualifying, so I remember doing some laps with that car, also to practice and get a better qualification round, or lap, if you prefer that term. You'll have to excuse me, since I'm not a native speaker of English. I think my English is pretty decent, but or pretty good, but of course I'm not a native speaker, so sometimes I have to look for words. And what I'm also noticing is something I also remember being criticized for in school, that apparently sometimes I'm a little too monotonous the way I'm talking. But yeah, I don't know, maybe to some extent that's also influenced by the way you are. If you're a little calmer person, you're not overly using, I don't know how to say this, you're not talking too emphatically, I guess. But yeah, let's focus on the race. Had some luck, as you could see. some cars went out of their way to let me by, but then this happens. So obviously it's not error-free yet. So this guy in front of me already gets a 2-second penalty. I don't know what, I don't remember what happened next, so in some way I'm looking at this video like you are. Let's see if we can go by this guy. No. Apparently I decided to back out from this. Did not want to risk another crash. And yeah, I'm still trying to find the best line here. Now one of the slowest turns. And let's see what happens next. And as we take that fast bend, I'd also like to add to you that if in case you preferring pure gameplay, as I've done before, I'm pretty sure I will still be doing that, because doing a video like this is quite some effort, and yeah, I think not everybody likes it either, so I'll try to be, you know, I'll try to vary a little between the types of videos I'll make. I do have to admit though, even though I'm quite a Porsche fan, the sound of the Ford Mustang is quite nice to listen to. Even though, as people say, allegedly the sound of Gran Turismo is not as good as in other racing games, but be that as it may, I still enjoy it. And the game is pretty good in my opinion, and especially the online racing part is pretty well organized. I mean, of course you can still improve things in terms of the penalty system, and as you guys might remember, the last weeks were quite interesting. But yeah, luckily they improved it again, but of course it still has its flaws. Okay. Apparently I've acquired the fastest lap, but I don't think that will stick. Let's see. But I think you can, as what we can already see is that it's already a lot more fluent, if you can say that, the way I'm going around the circuit now. Still not perfect, still not too much better than in the beginning with the Porsche, but still better. And yeah, let's see what I will do with this lap time. Let's go around here, not too heavy onto the power, but also wasn't enough, I guess, since I still had quite some space there on the left. Let's go around here and see what happens in terms of the lap time. So a 2:11. That's still not too good. I mean, it's already better, but yeah, at the moment lap times I can get set now are 2 minutes 6 seconds, something like that. So in terms of my performance now, I'm still some 5 seconds off. Okay, now I did a little leap into the next lap, since we are beginning to close up to the cars further in front of us. I'm getting a little closer, as you can see, and yeah, let's see how this unfolds. Maybe I can even get into the third position, or maybe even further ahead into the podium. Well, so much for stepping into the podium, I guess, right? Maybe getting a little too eager or too secure before really having the experience to drive safely there and not losing it to something completely unnecessary. But yeah, since I don't quite remember what happened in this race anymore, let's see if we can close up again and maybe undo some of this stupid accident. So here we've actually managed to catch up, and yeah, as you can see here, I think I'm a little too passive here, but it's also very hard to overtake on this track, especially in these passages, you know, where there's a lot of inclinations and not very much space to go around and what to work with, and so I guess I just you know, follow behind and see and wait until my moment comes to overtake. Here also I'm kind of a little too hesitant to drive through this one guy, but yeah, you never know what could happen, so you never know quite until when you have time, until they materialize. So here I fast forwarded to the last lap, to the last corners of the last lap, since not much was really happening anymore, as you could partly see there. I mean, some guy kind of crashed into us a little into our back, but yeah, I also was a little too slow, so that's what happens. But let's jump into the next race, again with a Mustang in the 6th position. And here we go. So it was actually quite interesting that during qualifying you were able to race on this track, I don't know, more easily. It just seemed that way, like it was way less slippery than in the race now. So yeah, that one guy already, as you were able to see, already, you know, took it too wide on the first lap, and we were able to benefit from that. And yeah, the more races I was taking on this course, the more I noticed how you have to be careful, because it's just more slippery than during qualifying. This Porsche there over in front of us kind of shoved his way through, wasn't too happy about it, but what are you going to do? And then also I had to be careful because in this passage here you can't really overtake him. Yeah, even hit him in the back, which was not intentional, of course. And I think we also got hit in the back. Let's see if we can out-accelerate him, but yeah, it doesn't look that way. Yeah, even more mistakes by everyone, me included. But so far, I managed to keep it on track. But yeah, this race isn't over yet by a long shot. Still struggling, as you were able to see in the back. So and there, I was already getting excited. Oh, we are catching up to another person. So let's go around these corners carefully and fast. And we are already there. And oh, he's 13th. He's just a back marker, and I even hit the wall. Yeah. So. Yeah, not really much of anything happened anymore in this race, so I only overtook another a back marker, but that was it. So, but I mean, big improvement in my opinion. I mean, it was way better than the races before, and I felt more and more secure about my handling of the missing traction control. And with this transition we jump into the latest race, into the best race also. Yeah, where I'm starting as 5th. And yeah, let's see how this starts. So this time I will show the entire race. So I'll kind of mix pure gameplay with some commentary. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, I'm not too sure yet if I'm doing it well, because this is the first time I'm doing it, and also not in my native language. So I hope it's kind of entertaining and not annoying, and what I'm saying is kind of adding something. So yeah, but you can certainly give me feedback. You can give me some comments, what I could improve, what you like, what you don't like. But you know, as always, please keep it constructive, and say why you don't like certain things. And yeah, this way I can improve, and you can enjoy the videos even more. So it'll be a win-win situation for everyone. So as I said before, I'm trying to be extra careful here, because as I said, it's way more slippery than qualifying. And to my luck, if you can say that, some of the other players did not notice that so far, or have just started the race. So because I can see a lot of mistakes by other people, by myself too, of course. And yeah, this was really annoying. I get shoved off. I don't know why, or I mean, you have to be a little more careful if you're driving behind someone. I mean, not that I'm mistake-free. I'm certainly not perfect, but even also I should pay more attention to them. But yeah, you should do it. Yep, and that's exactly what I meant, but I won't complain. I mean, I benefit from it, so they can, you know, run out of space as much as they want. Please don't overtake me. But I think, yeah, actually let him overtake me, because on that bend here I don't want to risk getting hit and then losing a lot of seconds. And even he makes a mistake, so I can overtake him again, which obviously I enjoyed. Oh yeah, well. This is really annoying. I mean, I'm already improving a lot, but yeah, if stuff like this keeps happening, it's not going to make me happy. But yeah, it wasn't too bad though, and yeah, lucky for me, they are not perfect either. So there's still a lot of potential in this race for me to get into a better position. And yeah, as always, this passage here is very challenging, no matter in which car. Well, lucky for me again, this guy in front of us has a penalty of 2 seconds, and so we should be able to pass him quite easily actually. So here we are trying to catch up to the Mercedes in front of us, getting closer and closer, and yeah, let's see if we can manage it. Also, as far as this corner here is concerned, I have the feeling I'm getting better and better. You know, braking at the right time, then hitting the apex, and then even just a little before going on the power again. So, and you actually gain a lot of time by doing it better and better. Yeah, well, I mean, something should happen if you do this. So it seems like the Mercedes is pulling away a little, but I think we will manage to get him. I think so. Seems like personal best time again. Maybe we even get the fastest lap. Who knows? I really have to admit, stuff like this is what makes this game fun. You know, catching up to opponent more and more. Of course, well, slight mistake here. Hitting the curb a little, destabilized our car. But yeah, I'm sure we can catch up again. Although I think I'm a little too hesitant still getting on the power earlier again. But yeah, you don't want to lose the car. Personal best again, so we are actually noticeably improving, which is a very good feeling. And all of a sudden, as you can see on the purple sign, we are on course to our fastest lap. I hope we can actually grab it. And also, I'm noticing I'm laughing too much at the end of an audio recording, and now I'm doing it again. But I mean, it's just, you know, when you find something funny, you have to laugh. What else are you going to do? Well, but yeah, anyway. Let's see. Going around here. through one of the most exciting passages again, and yeah, now we're not on fastest lap course anymore. Only, quote unquote, only on a personal fastest lap, which is alright too. And somebody just collected another penalty, which, of course, since I'm benefiting from it, which I like, I was a little hesitant here to overtake him because I did not want to do it in this bend here. But yeah, it was still far enough away. I kind of misjudged that a little. Yeah, you know, you remember what I said 1 or 2 laps ago, that I'm sometimes a little too hesitant going on the power earlier. Well, in this case, my hesitation would have been correct, I guess. Yeah, and now I think I'm really in the flow. Kind of, I feel like I figured most of the passages out. Okay, we are in the second last lap now, and we're slowly starting to catch up to this South African guy in front of us. And well, maybe we can even get to the 4th place. Then we would have made up 1 position, and that would be a tiny progress in terms of our starting position. So he's made an error, a mistake, and maybe we can benefit from it. The only problem here is that, as I said before, it's a little difficult to overtake here. So we have to wait for a better occasion. Yeah, and here when you do it right, you can just pick up so much speed. If you accelerate correctly out of the corner, then it really goes a long way on this long straight here. and we are getting closer again. And yeah, maybe we can actually overtake him in a moment's notice. But yeah, only one lap left, so I hope we can make it. And we made it. He made a mistake, and we could benefit from it. Of course, I'd always prefer to overtake my opponents by my skill, but I guess not making an error is also kind of skill in itself. So I think I should just be happy and move along. And only some corners away from the finish line. I hope I won't make any mistake anymore from this point on. And we made it. We finished in 4th. Our best race without traction control on this track so far. I'm 24.789 seconds behind the first. I mean, this could still be better, but I'm happy with it. In front of us, another German with another Porsche, and then 2 Mercedes. Well, as I said before, I hope you kind of liked it. First time with commentary, so there's still a lot to improve. Also, audio quality is not all too perfect, but yeah, the program I'm using has its limitations. It's not made for what I'm actually trying to do, I think. So maybe in a few days I will get a better program, but we will see. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.